everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video that was a real treat to make. Someone that I know wanted the pickups changed out on their Novo Miris H2 with a Jazzmaster vibrato, or I guess you could call it a Novo Miris J with humbuckers. So they wanted the stock pickups, which were Lollar Imperials, swapped out for Arcane triple clones, which I hadn't heard much about. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I did review the Lollar Imperials and put them up against some 5815 LTs from PRS. And the owner of the guitar was cool with me doing a comparison video while I had it doing the swap. So while this video was really fun to make, it was really challenging because I didn't have a lot of time to really get to know the guitar as I was doing the clips. So I just basically ran through some clips that I knew I could play half decently and just see what comes out of it. There's a table of contents in the description if you're looking for a specific kind of demo, but I really tried to go through a lot of different tones and give you an idea of what these two highly regarded pickups would sound like against each other. And as I say in a lot of these comparison videos, it's not so much about which is the better one, the better pickup, the better whatever you're talking about, because these are really well-made pickups that are designed to sound the way they sound. And it's more up to your personal preference and what you're going for. I found advantages in both of these pickups, but I'll talk more about it on the back end. If you're into these kind of videos, hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the alert button if you want to know when I'm coming out with new videos. And comment, let me know what you think of the comparison. So yeah, obviously a really fun video to make. I hope you enjoy watching it. I'll talk more on the back end about what I thought, but for now, let's get into some tones. Okay, so hopefully that gave you a good idea of what these two sets of pickups sound like. Like I said, I wasn't too familiar with the Arcanes before this, but the Imperials, I did have in a PRS 594S2 that I've since gotten rid of that guitar, but hoping to get some Imperials and something new soon. The Arcanes, if I remember correctly, are Alnico 3 in the neck and Alnico 5 in the bridge. And I believe the Imperials are Alnico 5 in both the neck and bridge. Lollar used to list what magnets they used on these on their website, but they've since taken all that information down from pretty much all their pickups, except for their Telecaster A3 set, which is obviously Alnico 3. So anyway, I'm pretty sure it's Alnico 5 in the neck and bridge in the Imperials. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comments. So taking it from there, I'm just going to walk through kind of my experience with these pickups. Like I said, I basically had this guitar for a weekend. I did the swap, I did the video, and I got the guitar back to the guy. So I was pretty hasty in just trying to get to know the guitar as quickly as I could and trying to get to know these pickups as well as I could in the guitar, because my experience with the Imperials was, like I said, in a PRS, it's a 24.594 inch scale, and this was a 25.5 inch scale. The PRS was a solid body. This was a semi-hollow. Just about everything else on this guitar that could have been different was. So the pickups kind of did act differently. I felt that the neck pickup on the Imperial, as I was playing it, felt a little bit woomphy. Like I had trouble getting the definition out of the low strings that I wanted. I actually adjusted the pickup a little bit to try to get it, and I wasn't getting anywhere. If I had this guitar, I would probably swapped out the neck pickup for a Lollar Imperial low wind, which they say if you are having trouble getting the definition you want out of the neck pickup, go with a low wind. So that's probably what I would have done here. That being said, I think the neck pickup with the Imperial versus the Arcane being an Alnico 3 magnet, Alnico 3 has a little bit more, it's tighter than A2 in my experience, but it's a little bit more articulate than A5 in some ways, because it's not as high output. So I found the A3 actually did that. It was a little bit more articulate in low strings, and this was while I was playing it. I should say that once I started listening back to things, my opinion changed a little bit more, and then once I got the video all edited together and I was listening to it on different speakers, on my TV, on different headphones in my car, I like to listen to these in lots of different places to see what I really think. The playing feel was kind of evened out, and I really enjoyed them both for different reasons, but I think playing the guitar, I preferred the Arcane neck on this Miris. As far as the bridge position goes, that was pretty polarized with what I was playing. If I was playing something kind of clean, I actually really preferred the Imperials. If I was playing something more distorted, I really preferred the Arcane. The Imperial, it was a little bit more mellow, I guess, but not mellow in the sense that the highs were rolled off. I thought the Imperial actually had the experience of having more highs in it, particularly because the mids weren't quite as strong as the Arcane. And it makes sense because the Arcane is a higher wind than the Imperial. Typically when you get a higher wind and a higher resistance on the same type of pickup, of course, I know you can't tell everything from the resistance, you get more mids. And the Arcanes, I'll just put up the resistance readings here. So the Arcanes were a higher resistance on both the neck and bridge. So the mids were a little bit stronger in both cases, in the neck and the bridge. And in the bridge, it really just, I felt that the Arcane was a little bit tighter, a little bit punchier, and worked really well with higher gain stuff. And if you're really looking for a punchy rhythm sound, the Imperial was like mellow in the mids, and it had a little bit more sparkle on top, so it just kind of relaxed a little bit. And I really love that for a lot of clean stuff. So listening back, I definitely prefer Imperials for clean stuff and the Arcanes for more distorted stuff. So then as far as the middle position goes, I just gotta say on this guitar, the middle position in both of these pickup sets was just unbelievable and so fun to play. It wasn't too long ago that I actually started to really get what was so cool about the middle position on a dual humbucker guitar. And so I was looking forward to that, and in both cases it was great. I think it's kind of the same deal where the Arcanes had more of a mid push and the Lollars had a little bit more scoop in there, and the Lollars ended up being more twangy, which again was really awesome for clean stuff. The Arcanes weren't quite as twangy, but they had a little bit more honk, which is really cool as well. So for me, I think the middle was kind of a tie for these pickups, but listening back, I really just loved the Imperials. But as I was playing it, I actually told the guy I did the swap for, I said, this middle position with the Arcanes is cooler than anything I've ever played. So if you're looking at the Arcanes and you're looking to get, you know, a good blend of some vintage and some, I wouldn't say modern tones, but more like gain, distortion-oriented tones, you can't go wrong with the Arcanes. The Imperials are a little bit more vintage-inspired, I think. And if you were looking to go with something Lollar and you wanted those vintage-inspired as well as some like higher gain capable pickups, I would go with maybe the high wind and the bridge. And if you were looking for more articulation in the neck of something like this guitar, maybe go with the low wind. So I think, you know, both companies they come with an amazing reputation and they didn't disappoint on either front. So I thought this was worth mentioning. When I was thinking about what I was going to say about this guitar, I looked up the specs, and this guitar isn't really offered by Novo because it has dual humbuckers and a Jazzmaster vibrato. It's actually the combination of these three things that they don't offer: the Miris, which is the semi-hollow, the Jazzmaster vibrato, and the dual humbuckers. Their dual humbucker guitars come with you know, like a wrap over or a stop tailpiece, like a two-piece. And I think, and obviously I think they do the chopped telly bridge as well. But all of their Jazzmaster vibrato guitars have P90s or gold foils at this point. So this was kind of a cool custom where they were able to, I think some of the older ones that they did, they were able to do a little bit more. Or obviously for people who are really tight with the folks at Novo, they can probably get some more custom stuff. But it was a real treat to play this guitar that really isn't offered as a stock option, even in their custom line. If I'm wrong about that, let me know, but I just couldn't figure out a way on the website to configure dual humbucker with Jazzmaster vibrato in Miris. All right, so thanks so much for watching the video. If you have any comments, let me know. I'd love to talk about tone and all things guitar in the comments section. So I'll see you at the next video. Take care. Bye.